This may be the biggest scandal in football history. See, Barcelona have a problem. It's been proven that Barcelona have been paying companies owned by Negreira for over 17 years. At the time, the vice president of the referee committee, over €7 million. See, what's under investigation now is the purpose of those payments. Barca state it's for consulting work. Negreira gave technical reports about different referees, helping Barcelona coaches. But Luis Enrique, who was a manager during this period for over 6 years, said, "I've never heard of these reports, never seen them." Valverde, who was also Barca manager, in court, he testifies, "Never heard of them either." But see, this was during Barcelona's most successful period, one of the greatest teams of all time. 2009, they win 6 trophies. Also in 2009, payments to Negreira went from $285,000 a year to $573,000 a year. This was a year Chelsea were adamant something dodgy happened in the Champions League semi-final. But see, Negreira, he's from Barcelona. He would grade referees. Between 1993 to 2018, he would select who would be the referee for each match. But see, multiple people from the Spanish FA to ex-referees, they've stepped forward. He said Negreira would call referees and tell them, just be careful with Barcelona. They're a very important team. Let's see how you get on. It added further that if a referee gave a decision in Barcelona's favour, they'd be rewarded. 2007, Messi scores a blatant handball against Espanyol. Like it's crystal clear, couldn't be any more obvious. Laporta, absolutely buzzing with it, because the ref gave a goal. And that ref, after that massive blunder, 3 weeks later, refereed the Copa del Rey final, selected by, of course, Negreira. Referees also spoke out against Negreira's son. If they're refereeing the Barcelona game, he would make sure he'd pick them up from the airport, take them to his father's bar, and then to their accommodation, and then straight to the ground. Even reports of him walking them into the dressing room. The refs that spoke out, they said he would regularly remind them that Barcelona have a lot at stake. You know what to do. In the investigation, they found that $10,000 a year was being linked to Negreira's son's business. Several Barcelona presidents have stated that this originally started with Jose. He was president for 22 years. In 2011, Jose was sentenced to 6 years inside, aged 83, for bribes back in the 90s. Same time he was Barcelona president. Offered tax inspectors around €1 million to turn a blind eye. The payments that they say he started with Negreira, they just kept going, passing through president after president. Barcelona's current president, Laporta, was asked in court, in the invoices, you paid $60,000 for aloe vera packs? Can you explain this to me? Laporta replies, 20 years ago. I don't remember. Lawyer then says, what about this one then? 2010, digitalisation of World Cup plays. But the World Cup hadn't even been played yet. Laporta says, scouting? I don't know, you have to ask someone else. Negreira originally told the Spanish tax authorities the reason for these payments, that Barcelona weren't at a disadvantage for decisions, and that everything was neutral. But the main criteria to being a referee is to be neutral. It's not a service where clubs have to pay extra for.